The face tells it all, but not a sound.
Stormy.
My kitten's Stormy, and she loves to inspect parts and ensure everything meets her standards. Anyways, I need to start fabricating a rear case battery, as Kawasaki calls it, but I refer to it as the battery undertail. So who's more accurate, Kawasaki or me? But before you comment, please don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. This is the old battery undertail, and it's pretty beat up. Kawasaki no longer sells the parts, so in this video, I'm going to try to replicate it with some twists. Basically, it'll be a simpler version because I don't have the time or expertise to replicate it exactly. Though, it's more about expertise than time. I mean, does this look like a confident face or what? First, we need to cut some aluminum sheeting. Although aluminum is heavier than plastic, I believe it to be a better choice for battery undertail. The aluminum is automotive grade 1.6mm or 1/16 of an inch in thickness.
Hey there, awesome people. If you love this video, or even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up so we know you're still with us. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so we can spam your inbox with more amazing content. Oh, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
In my experience, masking tape offers the most affordable and reliable solution for accurately transferring measurements from one object to another. And this line means bend here. Just don't forget which way you have to bend, and I will leave it at that. This backing will serve as a mounting point for the battery tray. However, I need to determine the optimal placement. The original location was positioned 10 centimeters or 4 inches further forward and 5 centimeters 2 inches lower. I'm using a dry cell battery, which offers advantages in terms of mounting flexibility. I initially explored an angle tray configuration, but it lacked a sense of purpose in its design. Stop. Time for a reality check. What's wrong with this picture? You're probably thinking, man, that battery drop should have been a wake-up call to wear some proper shoes. Well, let's just say my learning curve is about exciting as watching paint dry. But hey, let's move on. I've chosen to mount the tray horizontally, which will leave some spaces between the tray and the base. This is where my welding skills will be essential to create a strong and seamless connection. That being said, I won't be demonstrating the next step in detail, as some viewers have found them anxiety-inducing. However, it's time to attach the battery tray to its base and fill in the gaps. Next, I'll fabricate the rear underpan, as I call it, or as Kawasaki calls it, fender rear. And sometimes the engineers get the name right, although now they call the tire hugger rear fender inner and the mud flap fender rear. Who am I to argue with engineers? This next step is a piece of cake. Align the parts, mark the bend, and repeat. Simple as that. My aim is to achieve a completely flat appearance when viewed from underneath. Instead of a lap joint, I'm striving for a flush joint. Moreover, these bolts will be concealed. While exposed bolts might have been a common aesthetic in the 90s, it doesn't preclude me from creating a more refined look. The underpan will feature a flush joint on the bottom for sleek appearance, while the top will have a lap joint for structural integrity. This underpan is designed to be robust enough to accommodate the installation of a mud flap, rear turn signals, license plate light, and the license plate itself. All essential components for passing safety inspections. However, for easy maintenance, the entire assembly can be removed with just 3 bolts in approximately 5 minutes. Shoes. Now we're talking. My learning curve might be slower than a glacier, but even glaciers move eventually. Yeah. Warning: this segment may cause uncontrollable fidgeting and the urge to yell at the screen. Viewer discretion is advised. Just kidding, it's just some light tacks. There's something deeply satisfying about peeling off protective film. I just can't quite explain it. Now for the fun part. Bending metal into submission. Fabricating brackets. I'm sure I could have done that much better, but hey, at least it's over. Now, remember always to hug your pets, and until next time, take care. Well,